for cloudy sky today. And I hope you've been enjoying this series about writing poetry. Today we're going to look at the sonnet. The sonnet, according to Kennedy and Joel, that's how I'm going to say it, is from the Italian sonetto, meaning little song. So it's a widely used verse form. We know of two main forms, the English sonnet, which is popularized by William Shakespeare. Yes, you know, he was a playwright, but he also wrote lots of sonnets. And of course, the Italian sonnet, and they have a nice fancy word for it, like Petrarchian or something like that. We will look into it. So let's go to this is a nice educational resource, poetryfoundation.org. And here it tells you it's 14 lines. Now, it originated in Italy, was brought to England, but I know it mostly from two people, William Shakespeare and Elizabeth Barrett Browning. And then in the more modern or closer to my time, Claude McKay. So if you look, they tell you about the Petrarchian sonnet. That's what I was trying, because it's perfected by the Italian poet Petrarch. Or please use something to help you pronounce it, because I'm probably butchering it. But they show the rhyming scheme as ABBA for the first octave. They call it an octave, and then a sestet with a CD or CDE. And look at it. Elizabeth Barrett Browning, How Do I Love Thee, follows that form. Now the English variation, they said, they preserve the octave, but they change the sestet rhymes. So you have CDD, CEE. And, you know, the English or Shakespearean sonnet. And here, you know, they go through, you know, ABAB, CD, EF, and then GG. So there's variations on the sonnet. The main thing is that it has 14 lines. Whether you want to use the English or some variation between the English and the Petrarchian, or I'm going to say the word Italian. No, to help with rhymes, because after all, it is asking for a rhyme scheme. Here's a resource with you. Rhyme, and the reason why I'm sharing this one with you because I also have the app on my phone. So if I want to write a poem on the go, some rhyme, search for rhymes. You can include syllables. Let's want to search for it. Drop down, you can search for near rhymes. Like if you're writing a song, I can't read on a computer, but I guess I gotta write some word in. So let's try. Ooh. Okay, let's point say I want to do shades of myself. It has on grounds. You have rhyme, advanced, synonym, this word phrase, it for a whole lot of stuff. Use rhymes. I have this advanced on my phone. I do have near rhymes, synonyms. So if I want to find a different meaning, now I'm spelling Gray. I am well aware some people spell it Gray. I'm not gonna get different results by syllables. It's gonna show stuff syllable, two syllables, and it will also include with the computer. But yes, what I like about them is they also have app. This is a plug for them. You can always find some other rhyming dictionary, but since I'm familiar with this one, I'm with you. You can all the poem, you can use these of words. The view on the phone is much better. On the it's looking strange to me. Such one point. I love the and let's see it is organized. Sometimes you can, and you know what? I like certain aspects of it, and I'm gonna use certain aspects of the sonnet and in modern poetry, and discard certain aspects. Now I'm at poets.org. This is another good resource for writing poems and for explaining poetry. You know, if you want to do some self-learning here. So if you look on the ways, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. The next line ends with height, and the line after that ends with sight. So we're seeing a A, B, B, A. If I would just scroll down, so ways and grace would rhyme. So you're seeing a A, B, B, A. Days, so we're back to A, and then A to pray. So we're back to A, B, A again. So it's pretty much like two quatrains right there. And then you have 6 lines where we're totally abandoned the A, B, B, A. And now we're into the use C, D, E. So we're saying C, D, E. Faith and breath. C, D, C. This is a C for sure. Lose and choose. But yeah, you get the idea. The poem is now in the public domain, you know, but I just thought I'd share that with you. Google search, so which one came up that or good. This is one of my favorites. I actually recited it somewhere. You can see they actually refer to it as a song, but you can see the Claude McKay does use some. One thing he's very good at is bridging the real old forms with his time, which was the Harlem Renaissance. So he reached back, brought something in, and used modern words, which you can do also. But you can see root and fruit, pears and fair. So it's A B A B. So this one is not so much a sonnet as a song because it only has 12 lines, but it still, you know, gives you a good feel of a poem. So I do apologize, it's not a sonnet. Now, my inspiration, for what I write, I try and follow somewhat the sonnet forms with 4 lines, with 14 lines in all. So I have 8 plus 6. But I didn't really rhyme. So it's not really a sonnet because I didn't follow the rhyme scheme. It just didn't fit and I didn't want to do a forced rhyme. So, as you can see, as colorful as the others, as just pencil and paper, shades of gray help you capture this rapture in all its strength and resilience. Not really rhyming. I mean, as in rapture, gray, and resilience, I don't know. It doesn't really go along when you look at how do I love the weight and grace, height and sight. I actually do find, especially if you're trying to rhyme, it should flow and almost seem effortless. And if it doesn't, use the appropriate word that goes with the sentence. It's still in this modern poetry, as long as you can picture the imagery, will work. So if you enjoy this, please like and subscribe, share with your friends, and hey, next time.